Hi everyone, I'm Stacy Stamper here at the library. We have our ribbon cutting going on. We're going to cut the ribbon in just a few minutes. We are very excited to be finally opening up this new space. It's very crowded in the hallway right now. We're going to step out there and see if we can get a good spot for the ribbon cutting.
One of the things that you'll always experience in a new building are some details to be worked out, and as you can feel in here, there's a couple of details to be worked out with the air conditioner, but wait till you get in there. You'll just be thrilled. And we won't be long out here. We just have some wonderful people to thank and some wonderful people to speak to us. So, a committee of library staff has worked very diligently to plan today's ribbon cutting and wonderful things that are going on for the rest of the year. So don't miss out on any of those opportunities for those wonderful library events. My assignment today is to welcome everyone here. I'm Donna Gibson, the library director, and I wholeheartedly welcome you to the library. Not just to our ribbon cutting, but we hope you're here often. It's our intent and hope that there's something in or presented by the library that will fit everyone and will be a delight for you all as a community. We'd like to see everyone in the community be a library user, and this extra space will be even more reason to visit us. At this time, we'd like to thank the community, the staff, the board, the friends, the building planners, and the construction teams for everyone's work and patience. And it's not just today. From the courage and dedication of Lily and Lindsay to all of the previous members, board members, employees, friends, volunteers, and workers, this library has had wonderful support. A building needs to have a strong, solid foundation, and we have had and do have that. Impossible to name everyone, but I would like to introduce the board. Patty Crittenden, Natalie Wilkerson, John Bader is over this direction, Rob Kellerman, Mark Overstreet, Maria Bartholomew, Mary Lynn Collins, beginning, we had inspiration from Joe Meyer. We appreciate his inspiration. And a special thanks to Mike Fields, who Mike went above and beyond to observe, suggest, work, help, and care about our project and our library. So thank you all very much. We'll go right to our program. I want to introduce the former poet laureate, Dr. Richard Taylor. And not only has he had very many accomplishments in his life, he's an enthusiastic and genuine supporter of the library, and we enjoy seeing him here.
Thank you, Donna. This is a big day for Frankfort. Next to its schools, Paul Sawyer Public Library is Frankfort's lifeblood, our city at its best. A place where the community can gather, where individuals can improve themselves or simply take a time out. It's dedicated to the public good and open to all in the best tradition of democracy. It is truly the people's house. It is a means by which ignorance is converted to knowledge, knowledge into perspective, and sometimes even into wisdom. It is a place of refuge from the busyness and business of the world, a place to reflect. It is a valuable resource, a place where our tax dollars are efficiently spent for the direct benefit of citizens. It is appropriate that it is in a county named for the person who created the first public library, Benjamin Franklin. It is a place we enter and always leave better. It is the mind's grocery, a menu for the spirit, a nursery for contemplation and hopefulness. It is arguably Frankfort's most important institution because its purpose is to dispel ignorance, make learning available to all, and cultivate the next generation of innovators who respect learning. I'm going to read a short poem by Nikki Giovanni called My First Memory of Librarians. This is my first memory. A big room with heavy wooden tables that sat on a creaky wood floor, a line of green shades, banker's lights, down the center. Heavy oak chairs that were too low, or maybe I was simply too short for me to sit in and read, so my first book was always big. In the foyer up 4 steps, a semicircular desk presided. To the left side, the card catalog. On the right, newspapers draped over what looked like a quilt rack. Magazines face out from the wall. The welcoming smile of my librarian, the anticipation in my heart. All those books, another world, just waiting at my fingertips. Thank you.
When Mr. Wells became county judge, board president Patty Crittenden and I went to welcome him to the position and invite him to the library anytime. He was gracious and positive about the library then and still is. I have a few words from Judge Wells.
Thank you. And Donna, come up here. If in recognition of your staff, if they would raise their hand, let's give them a big round of applause. God bless you. Thank you for what you're doing. And you can see that the library is for the people. I think we have half of Frankfort here today. Isn't that not awesome? And by the way, I can feel that cold air coming out. That's so nice. But thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, board, for making this happen. I think it's awesome. And as the library continues to grow and serve the people, we're so proud of it. Most of all, as I stand here today, what I'm the most proud of is looking at the young people. The future of our community is standing right here and here in the library. That's what's going to make a difference. As Dr. Taylor, as you read in your eloquent poem and sayings, our grocery store of knowledge is filled with young people, and that's awesome. That's what will change the world and make us a better place. Donna, to your staff, to your board, and to the people of Franklin County, thank you and God bless this great institution. Thank you so much.
Patty Crittenden has been board president through the addition construction project, though she has had to say, "Oh dear," more than once when I updated her on some projects. Her help and leadership have been much appreciated. Patty?
Thank you very much. Several years ago, through its long-range planning process, the Paul Sawyer Public Library Board of Trustees began to identify ways the library could meet long-term needs in our community and become more viable in the future. And through this process, this additional space was born. So in May of 1911, the first motion was made to expand the library. That was 7 years ago. It has been a long journey. It has involved a lot of thought, a lot of deliberation, and a lot of compromise. And we think the end result was definitely worth it. We wanted the library to have a new functional space, but we always wanted it to be beautiful. And we wanted it to blend with the additional building. And I think it blends, and I think it enhances the actual new building. We wanted to take advantage of the views from the river. We wanted to be lovely. And I think public buildings should be attractive, and they engender a sense of pride in the community. And later this year, glass artist Laura Mentor will install a stained glass piece in the window at the rear of this room, and then the library will even be more beautiful. We want to thank Joe Meyer, who was with us from the beginning. We called him as a retired state architect, and he sort of held our hands as we started this process. He attended our board meetings. He was an invaluable resource, and we really do appreciate what he did. We also want to thank Donna Gibson and the staff, who remained pleasant and uncomplaining, as far as I could tell, anyway, throughout this whole thing, and in the midst of working in a construction zone. And I commend them for keeping the library open. There was no interruption at all of library services, maybe a half day through the whole thing, and I think that is amazing. We want to thank Mike Fields, our observer, who was at our construction site every day, checking and documenting the progress of the building. And we want to thank our architects at EOP, who listened to us and to our needs and our wants and our dreams for this new space, and translated them into plans and blueprints. And we want to thank David Carmichael and Beck's Construction Company, who took these plans, and now we have the product. Thank you very much. And finally, I want to say that we think this library is a treasure. It's a real asset to Franklin County. People, when I'm working in the bookstore or just around, people come in and remark to me that this is the best library they've ever seen. I agree with them. It has 34,933 total borrowers, and in the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2017, 204,757 people entered the library. So good things are happening here. The library offers access to information, free and available to everyone. I think it is sort of the cradle of democracy. I think our library is. You don't have to be a reader to take advantage of what goes on here. There are many subjects and many programs. History, music, science. We have technology support. And also a modern library is a place of activity, of gathering, of community, of entertainment. It's a safe place. But to me personally, the books and the reading are the heart of the library. Books are here in many different formats, and so are librarians, good things, and good people. Reading helps us develop a literate society of people who can learn from those who have gone before them, and they're able to access materials in order to make informed decisions. And not only reading for information, but equally important, in my opinion, is reading fiction. Reading fiction helps us develop a sense of empathy with other people. It leads to better understanding. It helps us to know what it was like to live in a different place in a different time. It's also a most pleasurable pastime, and it's just plain fun. It's a means of escape. Reading can change the world for the better. I encourage you to take time to read. Well, I'm sure most of you, you all are readers if you're here. But I encourage you to encourage other people to read. It doesn't have to be War and Peace. Just find something you enjoy. A librarian will help you find something. And Albert Einstein said the only thing that you absolutely have to know is the location of a library.
We would hear the rest of the day if I told you all about the Friends of the Paul Sawyer Public Library. Their name says it all. They truly are friends. And here representing Friends is their present president, Pat Thomas.
Good afternoon, and I am so pleased to represent our group of friends. All the Friends board members, if you're here, can you raise your hand? Any of you that are here? Okay. And then any Friends members that are here? Raise your hand. Okay. Yay. We have some friends here. The mission of the Friends is to support the educational, informational, and cultural efforts of the library. We have approximately 500 members, and we have an information database of about 1,500. We support the library through various projects. For example, today we are providing the refreshments at the reception, so we hope that everybody will participate in that project and enjoy it while you're here. We sponsor annually the summer reading program. It's just being kicked off right now. In this time period, it's open to all citizens and has activities for all different age groups. Another thing that we're extremely proud of is the visiting author that we support for the elementary and middle school students. Each year we bring in a nationally known children's author to speak to all the city and county students. We normally target a particular grade or area each time, and this past year it was the 8th grade. Every student receives one of the author's books, and they're able to take it home and keep it. And so we're proud of that. Scholarships. In May, we presented 2 $1,000 awards to students entering college in the fall. One of the students was graduating from Franklin County High School. The other student was graduating from Western Hills. Last year, we had our 2 winners were both homeschool students. And homeschool students do appreciate our library, I think, and use it a lot. The year before that, I think it was a Frankfort High student. We have provided 2 vans for the library outreach program. The stained glass windows in this building, when it was originally built, was provided by the Friends organization. We did the landscaping in the Memorial Garden in front of the library on Wapping Street. We have designated funds to do landscaping in the back of this addition when everything is smoothed out. Other projects, but not limited to, include the On the Table event, historical markers, visiting authors. We do a Cable 10 program monthly. It's called At Your Library, and Staff Appreciation Awards. The funds for these projects are supplied primarily by our Lillian Lindsay bookstore, which is right there today. We have over 90 volunteers, and the store, which sells gently used books and new books, is open 40 hours a week. You now know the location, so we hope everyone will drop in, visit it today, and buy a book. And everybody gets a discount today. I could not end my conversation without saying that we do accept donations, and we are an approved nonprofit organization. So I want to thank all of you for coming. I want to thank you for your support of the Friends organization and for your support of the Paul Sawyer Public Library. Thank you.
I've seen 3 representatives from ELP Architects, Richard Holt, Brent Bruner, and the one that was on the site most, Rachel Henson. So Brent Bruner is here to represent the project architects, ELP, the designers of our addition.
Well, first of all, we're really excited that this day is finally here. And I know Donna said earlier that she hoped this would be a library for everyone in Frankfort. And I think it is already. And it's amazing throughout the construction period, the amount of people that use this library. It was always very crowded. It was crowded all the time. So that is amazing. That says a lot about this library. A few thank yous to the board especially, and to the contractor. Where is David? Is he speaking?
He's here.
For doing such a great job. And then a huge shout out to the staff of the library for maintaining through this entire project. So this was a lot of, they were put out a lot. So just a couple things to say to be sure and check out while you're here. First of all, in the gathering room, be sure to check out the view of the Singing Bridge. It's an incredible view. When the leaves are off, it's really beautiful, and you can even see the river. Upstairs, I think everyone's going to be blown away, and the children, if they haven't been up there yet, they're going to be blown away by that. And one more thing, the Paul Sawyer mural in tile at the entry in the back, everyone has to see that. That is taken from an actual painting, and it's blown up and with thousands of small mosaic tiles. So that's a true piece of art also that's been included in the project. And my favorite thing is the bookstore, so I'm excited. I stop there every time I'm here. So, thank you all.
David Carmichael is here to represent Beck's Construction, and I can't introduce him without introducing Nick Klein, the site superintendent. Thank you both.
I'd like to echo Brent's sentiments on everybody's glad the project has come to fruition, especially Nick Klein, who Donna spoke of. He was our guy here every day, all day, throughout the entire project, and we couldn't have got it done without him. I'd like to recognize him now. So, thanks, Nick. I'd also like to give our thanks to Patty and the board. It was great working with you guys. We had a great relationship. And with Donna and your staff putting up with us every day through the noise and the dirt and whatever else might come, it's really been a great relationship. I want to thank the design team, ELP, and their consultants. I'd like to thank our many subcontractors who we couldn't have got the job done without. And just really appreciate it and glad that this many people showed up. And I know that Frankfort and the Franklin County people are going to use this very well. And it's again, as Brent said, be sure to check out second floor. It's really amazing. So thank you all.
While we're setting up for the ribbon cutting, I just want to tell you one short story, especially for the kids that are here. I grew up where there was a Carnegie Library. It's a beautiful library, and I was lucky enough to have a mom that took me to the library. And one summer, the theme was gone fishing, and here's my prize at the end of summer reading. and I treasure this. I treasure this. So if you have a child, bring that child to the library, and if you don't have a child, you come to the library. So let's truly make it everything that it can be. You deserve it as a community. We're happy to have you. If there's anything at all we can do to help you in any way, be sure and ask us, let us know. And last and certainly not least, I again thank the staff. Everything that was said about them, they did put up with a lot of dirt and dust, and most of their complaints they said out of my earshot, and I was grateful for that, because I know they did have to put up with a lot was going on and a lot of changes. So a big hand for my staff. Very happy to help you. So come in and visit us and let us know what we can do for you. So Diane, the ribbon cutting.
Excuse me. Okay. If we have any volunteers from the library, our Friends volunteers or our library volunteers, we would love for you to come up and hold the ribbon while we cut it. Okay, we're going. It's right back here. They're getting it. They want you all this way. So we're going to come right across here, guys. Okay? Come right across the front there. Yeah. Put Patty and Donna in the middle. Yeah, the kids can get in. Mia, do you want to be in the picture? Do you guys want to be in the picture? I'm trying. Who's going to cut in? Okay. You can stand back just a little bit so we can make sure we get your picture. All right, we're ready to cut it. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Take the ribbon inside. Yes. If everybody
already. So we just had our ribbon cutting. So please come down anytime. The new area here is going to be open all the time. So just come on down. Check out the bookstore. We're going to have a lot of new programs going on in this new river room. The large gathering space here we're calling the river room. So we're going to have lots of programs this summer, and just come check it out. Bye.